Hi ladies, welcome back, and gentlemen if you are watching. Today we are going to talk about the smoky eye. Now there's a lot of myths that you can only do a smoky eye before you do your foundation. Then there's other people who say, oh, I can do it after my foundation. Here's the truth. Smoky eyes, when you do them, the eyeshadow tends to fall. So if you do your foundation before, most likely you're looking a little gray right here. And or probably you might be a little miscolored as well. But if you do it before your foundation, you have the opportunity to clean up the after swipe, and then you can add your under eye foundation or your concealers, and then your foundation or your mineral powders, whichever might work for you. But my suggestion is to definitely do smoky eyes before you do your foundation. Now again, I have my lovely assistant, Allison Standardo, and I'm going to show you on one eye how to do a light smoky eye, and then on the other eye, I'm going to do a darker smoky eye. And what's very important to notice between the two is you can wear a smoky eye absolutely anywhere. You can wear a smoky eye to school, you can wear a smoky eye just to meet friends, but then there's also the club smoky eye where people think you just wear dark colors and it's smoky. That's not true. A smoky eye consists of 3 colors mixed into one. And it doesn't have to be grays and blacks. No, that's a false statement. It can be browns, it can be greens, it can be blues. You can make a smoky eye out of basically any color you would like. Pink might be a little bit difficult, but go ahead, try it again. Never be afraid of color. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to show you what I consider what would be a brown smoky eye. And there are going to be hints of like darker colors, but they're not black. I'm going to tell you that right now. So I hope you enjoy, and again, comment if you have any questions or any comments or anything you might want to see. So I'm going to do the brown eye smoky eye first. And it's always smart to start off with a soft palette color. And what I mean by that is not whites, not nudes, a general pastel, neutral sand color. And that's what we're going to start with first. And I like to apply it with an eyeshadow brush, not the eyeshadow, I call them the squishy pens. But I like a brush because 1, it feels more artistic, and 2, it's able to do the whole entire eye with one swipe. Less makeup, less products, saves you money. So here we go, we're going to start. As you can see, I am just lightly spreading this across the crease of her eye, and it's going all over her eye. And that's just it for step 1. So step 2, I'm going to take what's called a blending eyeshadow pen, pencil, brush, however you want to call it, but I'm going to take a darker brown, and I'm going to go into the crease of her eye, but I'm going to start out here at our end point. Remember those 3 points of your eyes, your end point, your midpoint, and your beginning point. And you're going to start here at the end point, and we're going to work our way in, but it's going to be softer. As you can see, this is not black or gray. This is actually a deep violet purple. And remember, I'm doing a soft smoky. I'm not doing a dark smoky yet. So we're not going to smoke her out right now. We're just doing a neutral smoky, as I like to call it. Now, never be afraid to use your fingers, ever. Never, ever be afraid to use your fingers. Your fingers are your best makeup tools. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little lighter color of the purple, and I'm just going to swoop it inside. And that's just going to give it another dimension, which is going to give you my 3 color set. And as you can see, shadow has fallen, and that would cause her to have purple under her eyes, which no woman likes or man likes. Go ahead and open for me. And as you can see, this is just a basic light, keywords, light, smoky eye. It's not too intense, but you can definitely see where it's smoked out at the end. And you can see where it's a lot highlighted right through in there. And also, you can see as she closes her eyes, how it has a blending foundation to it. I will post pictures so that you can see the difference so that it's not too shocking. So now I'm going to go on the opposite eye, and I'm going to do darker colors. And this, yes, ladies and gentlemen, I will be using black, but I'm going to be using also a dark sapphire blue. Now this is what I like to call the deep smoky eye. And again, you always start with a base. No matter what, you always start with a base. My base, however, is going to end up being a dark silver gray. So, it's not white, it's not brown, it's not black, it's a dark silver gray. But what's amazing about this dark silver gray is that it comes out really, really light. So it still gives me that lighten up base to do what I have to do. See, again, you're just working with the lights. That's all we're doing. The more you work with the light, you can always start lighter and go darker, but you can't go darker and then go lighter. Remember that. Now, as you can see, I have thrown in my other color, and this is considered a smoky ivy green. This is just going to give her that darker look that so many people love. And there we have it. There's our base for our darker smoky eye. If you turn your face for me. This is the darker base. This is just the base. We haven't even smoked it out yet. So you can already see the correlation difference right here, that this one is lighter and this one is darker. Now we're going to move into another brush, and it's called the eye smudge brush. And this is where I'm going to use sapphire blue. Not black, but sapphire blue. And I'm just going to start out here and work my way in. And you basically are just kind of drawing the smoky eye. Nelson is being very patient. And sometimes you might have to come in and you have to smudge, you really have to take a lot of practice working with this. You're not going to get a perfect smoky eye the first time you try. And if you do, kudos to you. But it really takes a lot of practice. And just really learning what colors work for your skin. If you see, dark colors work very nicely with Allison's skin because she has more of an olive tone. Now, for say you were a little lighter or even a little darker, you might really have to work with blacks, which is totally okay. But knowing how to smudge them and make them work correctly, and always remember, start lighter and go darker. And I am just about through. I'm just going to soften it out just a little bit right here in the crease to give that blended look. And voila, we have our smoky eye. As you can see, this eye is definitely more smoky, and this eye is more neutral. And I will take pictures and I will post them up on the blog as soon as we are finished here. Now again, please feel free to comment below and tell me what you think about this video or any more helpful tips that you might need. Thanks guys, have a good night.